Nobody is coming to save you. That is every motivational speaker's favorite saying to let you know that you need to be the one to better your life. And while it's cliche, it's true. Kind of, at least. But it's also misleading because the reality is nobody even can save you. You could find the magical genie lamp from Aladdin and use your 3 wishes to get millions of dollars, the abs that you've always wanted, and the girl of your dreams. And it would only be a matter of time before you wind up broke, fat, and heartbroken. The reason for that is you don't have what it takes to have these things. That's why you don't have them. What you have is a product of who you are. None of these things in and of themselves are the end goal, but the byproduct of who you become along the journey to get them. Everybody who has a bunch of money has made themselves into someone who can have a bunch of money. Everybody that you see in shape has made themselves into someone who can be in shape. Everybody who has a great relationship, who lives in the house that you want, drives the car that you want, who lives the life that you want, has taken the time to build themselves into the type of person who can have these things. It is not that they were just gifted them, and it's not that the thing that's standing in your way is you not being given them. If you were the type of person who can have these things, if you were qualified for these things, then you would have them. Speaking of the qualifications, people always say, if only I had an opportunity. If you were qualified for the opportunity, it would have presented itself. But you're not, because you have misunderstood the goal. You've misunderstood the quote unquote end thing, and you're just looking for a specific thing. You want to get in shape, so you just want to be in shape, but you don't want to take the time to go to the gym and do the workouts and eat the food, and therefore you don't understand that it's not, being in shape isn't a goal in and of itself. It's what you get while you go along the path to get there. And all of the lessons that you learn and the character traits that you develop, the discipline, the ability to delay gratification, the ability to tell yourself no, the ability to sacrifice what you want now for what you want most, that comes with that is what gets you that. A good body is a byproduct of all of those character traits. You can't have one without the other. A lot of money is also a byproduct of those character traits. It's the work ethic. It's the telling yourself no, the ability to prioritize, the ability to do what's necessary, the discipline to say no to the things that you would prefer to doing. All of these things are byproducts of who it is that you become along the journey to get them. That is why you see people all of the time. The majority of lottery winners fuck up all of the money that they have and wind up in a worse situation than they were in before. If it was only about the money, then as soon as they were given the money, they would be set for the rest of their life. But people win hundreds of millions of dollars and a few years later wind up fucked up and broke and depressed, and they say that that was the worst shit that has ever happened to them because they were not qualified to have that amount of money. If most people can't handle having $100 extra, they blow it on stupid shit. And if you can't handle $100 extra, there's absolutely no way that you can handle $300 million. You're not going to get all of this money and magically know what it is that you're supposed to do with it. You learn that along the way to getting the money. Dollar after dollar, hundred after hundred, thousand after thousand, you build certain character traits, you learn certain things throughout this journey here. Same thing with relationships. The problem isn't that you haven't met the right person. The problem is that you're not the type of person who could be with the person that you want to be. That's why all of your relationships are shitty. It's not bad luck. It's you getting exactly what it is that you were giving. If you were qualified to have the relationship of your dreams and all that shit that you see on TV or the internet, you would fucking have it, or at least be on the way to getting it. So you're not being deprived of these things. You're not being denied these things. You just haven't done what it takes to acquire them. And when you don't understand that, you just look for the thing at the end, but you wind up losing it because you're not capable of having it. Excuse me, I don't know, my words all fucked up. Doesn't fucking matter. Anyway, the point is you wind up losing it because you're not capable of having it. You see this all of the time. It's not even just with money. My sister had a friend who went and got a mommy makeover, where they did some sort of, I don't know if it's liposuction or gastric bypass or some shit like that, and they do all the body sculpting, and She lost a bunch of weight from it. And then a few months later, she gained all of the fucking weight back, paid fucking $30,000-$40,000 for this, and wasn't able to maintain it because she did not understand that the body that she wanted was a byproduct of the way that she lived and thought. And because she didn't do what it took to get it, or what it takes to get it, she missed out on all of the lessons that would have been learned along the way, and the skills that she would have developed to be able to maintain that body. All she knew was how to maintain the body that she had prior. And because you can't cheat the universe, it gave her back exactly what it was that she was qualified for. If she had taken the time to instead go to the gym, to diet, to drink less alcohol, or cut it out all fucking together, to drink water instead of sodas and all of that other shit, then it would have taken her longer to get that body, but she would have built it up the right way, and therefore had the skills to maintain it throughout the remainder of her life. You see it too, again, with the crypto people. People make a bunch of money off of crypto, and then they go and do a bunch of stupid shit and blow it all because they don't know how to handle that sort of money. They don't know how to handle that level of riches and wealth, because they're still poor people with a lot of money. Then poor people seem to have this belief that they're just like rich people minus the money. And that is not fucking true at all. You're not a rich person because you're not qualified to be a rich person. There is no such thing as a rich person who acts like a poor person, just like there is no such thing as a poor person who acts like a rich person. So while you're a poor person, you have all the habits, the character traits, and the mindset of a poor person. That's what's keeping you poor. Someone giving you a bunch of money will only make you temporarily a poor person with access to money. But you're going to continue being a poor person because now you've lost your incentivization to change that. You have no reason to change your habits. You have no reason to change the way that you think. You have no reason to change the way that you behave, because you're not trying to build your way into anything. You're not trying to earn anything. You've simply been handed this thing, and now you have it. You're going to continue doing what you've always done with it, which is fuck it up, which is a bunch of stupid shit. So instead of waiting around for someone to come save you, you need to learn how to work on yourself. You need to start building yourself up. If you want something, you need to go after it. Yes, it's going to take you longer to get it that way, but that's the point, because again, the thing that you're getting was not the ultimate goal. And along your journey, you will realize that it's just a byproduct of where it is that you are on the path. If you want to get into really good shape, there is no end to that. Once you get the chest, get the biceps, get the abs that you want, it's not just done. You don't just get to give up working out. You have to continue doing it to either build more onto it or to maintain what it is. But all of these things are lifelong journeys, which is why I say all of the time, there is no end goal. There is no real true version of success. There's not a single thing in this world that you can get and then stop once you have it. You can going back to the relationships, you could go meet the perfect woman for you, and you can meet her, you could develop and build a great relationship and get married. And as soon as you stop doing the things that got you to where it is that you are, once you stop going on dates and having quality time and being a good listener and caring about her feelings and doing all of that other shit, your relationship is going to die, because it requires infinite maintenance and upkeep and constant work to continue building upon it and leveling it up. That's how everything works. And that is exactly why I say nobody can save you, because people, even if someone was to actually give a fuck about you enough to give you all of the things that you feel that you're lacking, they can't do the necessary work for you. They can't take you through that personal development journey. They can't make you into a disciplined person. They can't affect your habits. They can't shift your mindset. Only you can do those things. And if you're not willing to do that, it doesn't matter what the fuck somebody gives you, because eventually you will lose it. So your goal should not be to have these things. Your goal should not be to have money. Your goal should not be to have abs. Your goal should not be to have whatever the fucking case may be. Your goal should be to build yourself into the type of person who can have abs, who can have money, who can have X, whatever your fucking goal is. You have to develop all of your skill sets, all of your character traits into the necessary ones to be able to acquire, maintain, and build those things. Otherwise, nothing means any fucking thing. People could come and give you all of the handouts in the world, and what are you going to do? You are going to fuck it up. If you look back, 4 or 5 years ago now, during COVID, when everyone swore that they didn't have time or money to be able to accomplish anything, and then all of a sudden everyone had all of the free time in the world. They were even given extra money. Nobody could be kicked out of their fucking houses, none of that shit. And what did people do with their free time? Did they work out? Did they learn new skills? Did they learn how to invest? Did they learn how to make all of the healthy recipes that they swore that they were too busy to cook, otherwise they totally would? No, they sat around and watched fucking Tiger King and Versus matches and all of that shit. They did absolutely nothing to better themselves. They didn't take the money that they were given and figure out how to invest. They went and bought fucking Louis Vuitton. They didn't take their PPP loans and try and start their own business. They took it and bought Lamborghinis and fancy cars and shit. These are stupid people who were given things and continue doing stupid shit, because that's all that you're ever going to be qualified to do if you don't improve yourself. Because at the end of the day, you are the fucking problem. You are also the solution. If you want your life to change, then you need to change yourself. And there is not a single goddamn person on this planet who can do that except for you.